Bill.
Hello everybody, and we welcome you to N.E.W. Brawl, and we are live tonight. And knowing, as ever, what a night this plans to be. I'm Max Radix alongside my broadcast partner, the former N.E.W. World Heavyweight Champion. I know, and I believe you have some news for us before we kick off Brawl tonight.
Well, yeah, I mean, we're here in Birmingham, and before we can even get live, the Reaper has issued an Extreme Rules Open Challenge match to anyone in the back, and he says if they manage to beat him in that ring, then they get a championship shot at Riot 7.
Incredible news, the Reaper with an open challenge tonight. We are expecting the Reaper imminently at the start of Brawl to issue this challenge, but this is the rumour that we've been hearing, ladies and gentlemen, in the back all throughout the evening. So we are gonna kick it off after I believe between for a tag rankings match, I believe, between the Gangster and Tyler York and the Gonzalez brothers, which should be an epic matchup, ladies and gentlemen. I can't wait for that one.
Yeah, most definitely, but of course we're going to have to wait and see as to who the Reaper, if anyone, dares to come out against him.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's going to be a great opening matchup. I've absolutely no idea who the Reaper's going to face here tonight. And
surely it's not Marty. Surely Marty now
is
having to take time off, you know.
I don't believe Marty would be fit to face the Reaper tonight after the beating that he took at Mayhem Owen.
Well, I haven't seen him here tonight, so it kind of looks like if anyone else in that locker room is brave enough.
We have requested an update on Marty's medical condition from N.E.W. Medical, and we are waiting for them to get back to us. So any information that we do receive, we will pass it on to you guys as soon as we can. But the show must go on, and it's business as usual, and we're going to kick it off, which I'm getting through my headset now. It's going to be an Extreme Rules match. If anyone that does have the cojones to show up against this man, the former EFW World Heavyweight Champion, and he held that title for, what was it? What did your stat monkey say?
70 days.
70 days. That's an incredible title run. Absolutely. The first ever EFW World Heavyweight Champion, already the United Kingdom Champion here in the N.E.W.
He's already held that for 9 days.
Yeah, well, it could be a very long reign, and the Reaper truly does believe that he is the dominant force here in the N.E.W. Truly does believe that he is the future of this company, and people believe him. He's already got followers in there. He has already broken up a family because they have swallowed the hype. They believe the talk about this man right here, if he is indeed a man, the Reaper, from the very pits of hell itself, ladies and gentlemen. 5'9" and 257 pounds. Though he's not the biggest, he's not the most physically imposing superstar wrestler on the roster,
but he's only been beat by one man technically.
Yeah, Wade Nelson is the only man in the history of this company, EFW or N.E.W., to ever score a pinfall victory over the Reaper with that Inseguri heard around the world.
And I can only imagine that Wade Nelson is looking over his shoulder constantly now that he's become EFW champion, even though, as far as I'm aware, the Reaper's contract essentially is now null and void with EFW. Now that he has lost that title, he is purely N.E.W. stock.
Well, yeah, I think EFW have petitioned to ban the Reaper from the compound completely because of some of his attacks to some of the EFW roster when he was a part of the developmental program. So, you know, I mean, only time will tell if that's successful, that petition.
Oh my
petition,
word.
Mr. Wait a minute. Is that...
if anyone...
Well, that's the Mechanics music. Is he here? He's been out with injury, Erwin, as far as I'm aware.
Well, yeah, of course, that brutal match against Brad Morse lost him the title.
Wow, it's a Mechanic, the former United States champion. A great United States champion at that. The Mechanic is here, 6'8", 411 pounds. Well, the Reaper might have just bitten off more than he can chew in this man. He wanted competition, well he got it. If the Mechanic is fit and ready to go, this could be one hell of a match to kick off Brawl live in Birmingham tonight.
Oh yeah, with the Reaper a monster in his own right. But I mean, this guy right here with his beautiful Shatopa will rise a Ken jacket on.
Yes, that's I believe a nod to our senior official Mike Shatopa after the nip-up heard round the world in the iconic US title match between Brad Moss and the Mechanic, and the Reaper, who was outside the ring when this match began, finally gets in. Mechanic grabbed him, but he countered quickly with that planning DDT. And we've seen this before, the quick start from the Reaper. It was a little bit of a different style up there.
Well yeah, he waited for the Mechanic to get in the ring, tried to get in whilst he wasn't looking, but the Mechanic saw it and the leather did not come off.
Well, I think it did not, for the big guy in trouble already against this demonic creature. Oh, crossbody right across the spine of the Mechanic. I mean, you have to remember as well, when the Mechanics have been out with injury, he must have ring rust here. I mean, the Reaper's been fighting week after week after week. The Mechanic, well, he just hasn't had that kind of ring time.
Oh, wait.
Oh, my word.
Suplex on the outside, the
well,
Reaper.
You might not need ring time when you've got raw power like that. What a clothesline by the Reaper in response to that vicious German suplex.
Now picking up that table he was looking to introduce.
Jesus, what a table shot. It's not human, this guy. I genuinely believe there's something freaky about this guy.
I mean, there's no one his size, oh my word, that should be able to do the things he does to people in that ring.
God, the Mechanic though, fighting back, showing that double-A tough attitude.
Reaper again.
The Mechanic is no slouch, not one bit. The tough man from Delaware is getting more than he can handle right now with this son of Satan, the Reaper. He's a vile human being.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's no real words that can describe the vicious attacks he puts on people.
Oh dear word! Right to that spine, that surgically repaired neck of the Mechanic. The Reaper doesn't care. Just does not care. Repeated shots with that steel chair, and again. Oh, this is an Extreme Rules matchup. Who keeps putting this guy in the Extreme Rules matchups? That's what I'd like to know. It's complete irresponsibility to the health and well-being of the talent. It's absolutely disgraceful.
Gotta agree with you there, but of course this was an open challenge. The Mechanic choosing to come down to the ring. I mean, in a way, Marty asked for his last match against the Reaper.
Well, alright, okay, fine. We're an entertainment company, we're here to give the fans what they want, but surely there is a line. We have to think about the safety of our competitors here. The Mechanic has just got back from an injury. He doesn't, oh my word, Russian leg sweep. And the Reaper in what looks like complete control of the Mechanic here after those vicious assault with that steel chair to that surgically repaired neck. And the Mechanic could be in trouble here if the Reaper gets his way because of the table in play. My word, what a Russian leg sweep. Jesus H. Christ, Dave. He's killed the Mechanic, Erwin. He's killed him.
Oh, and here that's exclamation mark.
Oh.
The Dominator on the Mechanic, surely that's all.
Ripping him in half, that has to be all. It's over. The Reaper has beaten the Mechanic in an emphatic manner here.
I mean, this is so bizarre. This guy's a champion who's coming out saying, I'll take on anyone. And when you think, well, there may be a guy that can beat him, he does that to them. My
word, the head of the Mechanic bouncing off that table like a rag doll. The Mechanic is 6'8", Erwin. He's 9 inches taller than the Reaper.
He's got a hell of a weight advantage.
He's 114 pounds heavier.
Oh, and of course.
That's a man.
The
It's a small child.
Is not done at all here. Oh, a curb stomp. Shitopa trying to call this off.
Yeah, Mike Shitopa issuing for some help here, but none is coming. The Reaper. Oh, with an elbow. Mike doing everything he can valiantly. Don't want to get in the way. He's got a long night ahead of him.
Well, of course, I mean, yesterday the Reaper basically took him out right at the start of the match. I think Shitopa must be a bit nervous.
Vicious dominator, and who can blame him if this twisted individual out for blood? He's out for souls. What? I mean, what's his motive? Why is he doing this? We still know nothing about this man. Who is he? Who is the Reaper?
A complete mystery and a completely dominant force. I mean, getting a questionable head start, if you will, compared to other rookies.
Questionable.
But now, his domination that we've seen throughout EFW has just continued here. I mean, how long is it before he says, hang on a second, why am I not going for the N.E.W championship now? I mean, usually you have to lose the belt before essentially getting the opportunity to move up a ranking, but who the hell's going to take that UK championship from him? I mean, does Wade Nelson have to come in from EFW to get the job done?
Well, that super kick can beat him. Maybe the mechanic just needs to learn how to do an insecurity like Wade Nelson can, if that's possible. Well, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next in the hottest tag team division in professional wrestling today, we have what could be accurately described as an absolute clinic. It's going to be the Hit Squad versus the four-time Erwin N.E.W Tag Team Champions, the immortal Los Luchadores.
Well, yeah, of course, Los Luchadores.
Featuring Gomero Diaz.
Well, I think if you'll check your notes, the Stats Monkeys actually found an error in that four-time statement. They've actually managed to accomplish that 5 times already.
What? You mean like 5 times?
They are. We must have missed one on the when we had the first lot of stats.
This is the greatest moment of my life, Erwin.
Well, yeah, and of course.
It's literally this and then my first child being born. This is magnificent.
Well, if they win this,
I have a tear in my eye if it's 6 times.
They might be one step closer to being 6 times.
Can you imagine how long their entrance is going to be if they win the 6th tag team title here in the N.E.W, Erwin? Could you imagine it? The sheer possibilities alone would be magnificent. While they have to get past the Hit Squad first, the Gangster and Tyler York, no slouches in their own rights. The Gangster stands in at 6'3", 299 pounds from Brooklyn, New York. A former tag team champion with Tyler York and a former TV champion in his own right. Tyler York, 6'1", 248 from Houston, Texas. Along with that tag team champion, he was a former hardcore champion, so tell me the Stats Monkeys. So both accomplished young men, a very, very promising tag team. How would you rate these guys' chances against the reigning tag team champions, Magnum Opus?
Well, we've said for a while about both of these individuals that every time you think they find their footing, they seem to kind of slip a little. Hopefully, there's no more slipping, especially when they're in against Los Luchadores. I mean, that is one team you cannot afford a single mistake against.
It's not what I ask you, but anyway, the Gonzalez brothers, Los Luchadores Espanol, accompanied to the ring by Gomero Diaz, I think. Is Gomero there? Where's Gomero?
Oh, yes,
there he is,
I mean, he is in a match again tonight, of course. Guillermo Diaz is in our main event tonight.
Yes.
Of course, coming in into that match, GBH versus Cowboy Roy, the 2 out of 3 polls to see if Cowboy Roy would get another Intercontinental title shot. We all wanted him to win it. Some of us thought he was very close to winning it. However, GBH and help from Guillermo Diaz's interference got that 3rd fall.
It was just I tell you what it was genius by GBH, that's what it was. It was a sheer tactical piece of genius.
So he thought, employing old enemies of Cowboy Roy. However, Guillermo Diaz came out last night and said, I only did that to get closer to your title, and as a result, he has his essentially shot at the shot match in the main tonight.
Well, meanwhile, the Gangster kicking this one off quickly, I believe, against Gabriel, who's the slightly, shall we say, thinner of the Gonzalez brothers. Oh no, you know what? No, it's Gabriel. It's a stouter of the Gonzalez brothers. It's 20 pounds heavier, both standing in at 5'6", so it's very hard to tell these guys apart. The brothers from Cuchacha, Mexico. Chihuahua, Mexico. My notes say Cuchacha. Anyway, the 5-time N.E.W. Tag Team Champions, Erwin. I can't to ask that, monkeys.
Well, yeah, I mean...
Oh, you learn something new every day. How did we lose a tag team title reign? How have we never been corrected about that?
I don't know. Maybe they've never heard our commentary, because I'm sure they would say something.
I'm sure nobody listens to us, though. I'm sure of it.
Well, of course, in total, Los Luchadores have held those tag team titles for 330 days.
It's because they are Los Luchadores, Owen. They are that damn good at tag team wrestling. The Gangster knows it, which is why he's putting up a valiant fight here against Juan, who's tagged in by his brother moments ago after the double axe handle off the middle rope. The Gangster holding his own here. Oh, whipped into the corner of Juan Gonzalez, who's taking control once again. And again, if you see the Gonzalez brothers take this down to a mat game, it's over. It is over. These two are probably two of the best technicians in N.E.W. today. From the armbar from the middle rope, springboard, incredible agility there from Juan Gonzalez. That Los Luchadores style they made famous here in N.E.W. Oh, armwrench takedown again. Just technically beautiful tag team. I mean, it really is a hard one for me to decide who is better, these or Magnum Opus. I mean, I've talked about the fluidity of that team for so long now, but Los Luchadores Español have been doing it for so much longer, been successful for such a longer space of time. These surely are the marquee team of the N.E.W's tag team division, and that is saying a lot.
Well, yeah, and of course the Hit Squad have been hungry for a long time to get those tag team titles back. They only really had it for just over 2 weeks.
Well, Gabriel Gonzalez now the legal man again. Oof! After the third tag of the match by Los Luchadores, that is still a Gangster yet to make a tag to Tyler York. Has been in that ring a while now and is in trouble here because Los Luchadores are doing what Los Luchadores do. What a fucking DDT! But the Gangster, but last-ditch attack.
High knee from Tyler York as he goes charging into the ring. Drop kick.
Oh my word, what a drop kick.
Sets back for another high knee.
Shades of Harley Race.
Oh,
there we go.
But Gonzalez just as quick to tag in. Wow. Oh, he doesn't get a successful drop kick.
Misses with his own version of the flying missile drop kick. Tyler York, well scattered. Fallout slam.
Continues his roll against Los Luchadores here. Needs to stay on top of Juan though.
Oh! Vicious backdrop. Vicious backdrop. Right, well, the Gangsters and Tyler York, they're the young blood in this match, no doubt. Los Luchadores Español, clearly the veterans in this match. Is that an advantage or is that their weakness?
Well, I mean, as long as I've been watching the Hit Squad, I've started to realise something. That they may need to work on, may need to change. The Gangster, quite heavy hitting in his own right, don't get me wrong. Oh, hang on.
Oh, well, Tyler
Diaz
York being
Tyler
distracted
York
by
there.
Guillermo Diaz there, doing what Diaz
yeah.
does best.
Well, yeah,
The ace in the hole many times for Los Luchadores.
Well, as I was saying, the Gangster,
A great trainer in his own right.
But
tagged by York to the Gangster.
But he is the stamina man in that team.
Oh.
Tyler York, he hits hard, hits very hard, but he has to get out of there quick or his position is compromised.
Well, after that panning DDT, the electric chair by the Gangster, who's back in this match, after that high impact offense by his partner, as you say, the hitman of the Hit Squad. Well, it's back. It's back to prime time now with the Gangster and his stamina game. thoroughbred athlete.
Well, it's going to get put
No
to
doubt.
the test
Oh, wait a
here.
minute. Torturak. Powerbomb. What must come up must go down. What comes up must come down. There we go. We got there eventually.
Look at this. Taking that turnbuckle pad off.
Yeah.
Tagging in his brother.
Yeah, Gabriel. I was wrong, excuse me. No, Gabriel. It was Gabriel.
Gabriel is in now.
God
yes.
damn it. Gabriel Gonzalez. You see, this is why Los Luchadores are just so goddamn successful. Half the time you don't even know who you're fighting.
Well, that's it. It's part of their tactics, making it unclear.
Oh, such speed. Oh! Went high risk. Went all the way. And the gangster, well scouted, misses the 450.
Well, that's why they call it high risk, because sometimes it does not pay off.
In the corner he goes, and attack to Tyler Yo. Oh!
What a shot!
Jesus, what you call him high impact? Oh!
This is exactly
Off the
right.
head squad, what a vicious backdrop that was!
Ex-bodybuilder, well, still quite into his bodybuilding, however, of course.
Double axe
Wrestling
handle
has
off
took
the
up
ropes.
most of the time. Here we see, oh wait,
Oh, inverted DDT.
Gonzalez with a beautiful reversal there.
I'm going to put you on the spot here, Erwin. Who can lift more, York or Sullivan?
That would be a very interesting thing to watch.
Split! Side. Oh, wait, sorry. Sorry, Erwin.
Oh, he's going for the three amigos, I think.
Tremendous.
There's two of them.
Luchador wrestling here with the classics, immortal shades of the late great Eddie Guerrero. Three amigos.
There's possibly no one better. But he didn't get Tyler York this time.
Beautiful.
One couldn't believe it on the ring ropes there.
What a tremendous tag team matchup this has been to kick off Brawl after the Reaper's opening defence of his UK title. We're back to the hottest tag team division in wrestling today.
Buster.
Face first into that canvas, it could be alright here.
And use that manoeuvre time and time again to win matches. Going for the pin.
It's over. It is over. Los Luchadores were victorious against a plucky hit squad tonight. But Gabriel Gonzalez and Juan Gonzalez showing once again, Erwin, why they are indeed. And this is the first time, so let's make it a good one. Five-time N.E.W. Tag Team Champions, sucker.
They remain the #1 contenders now.
We're gonna see it.
Assume their next. Oh well, no, of course. Their next match will be to face the Crew.
Oh, balls to the
Crew.
Crew.
Been on the way up. This match was to determine who the Crew was.
To hell with the Crew, Erwin. The young pretenders, Franco and Yuri, can just wait another day.
Well,
I want to see Los Luchadores face Magnum Opus. You know you want to see it. The fans want to see it.
I wouldn't mind seeing the Crew face them once more, though. Knowing that Franco could
Nobody
reach
cares
that
about the
30
Crew,
minute-
god damn it. They had their chance, they blew it.
Well, both of those teams will go head to head next week to determine the #1 contender.
Well, coming up next, we have a great matchup. It's a Falls Count Anywhere match between Daryl Graves, the Prodigy, Charlie Braddock, and William Zander. This could be off the chart, Erwin.
And I hate to kind of detract from the Prodigy there, but three big names in the business and the Prodigy, regardless, has been on one hell of a run here in the N.E.W. as of late. But I mean, Daryl Graves, stuff of legend, Charlie Braddock, one of the enforcers, quite big time still here. William Zander kicking off Zander Enterprises, and they have been on a hell of a roll. We'll also see them in a tag match, their first women's tag match later on tonight. I can't wait to see that.
Would you say the Prodigy is one of those great nearly men of the N.E.W. Erwin? Would you say it's in that category? We've talked about that before. There's still a big announcement today.
Well, I don't think so. I think the Prodigy. Oh wait, hang on a second. I think the Prodigy is one of, he hadn't taken his matches seriously enough, but now he's made that turn and started taking it seriously. I think that's what the difference is now.
Wow.
However, our women's champion and one half of the women's tag team champion.
Well, yeah, Fox, and now a dual champion. Maybe she thinks she can do what she likes. We're expecting a fatal four-way, but apparently we're going to hear from the current women's champion. Well, that's fantastic. That's the best news I've heard all night. The Fox finally turning against these apes in Birmingham. The double champion, the Fox, spitting in the eye of these yokels. What a fantastic statement by women's champion Lisa Fox there, Wayne.
Well, I cannot believe what Fox has just said, that she's basically sick of them choosing money over the fans.
Oh, that's the best damn decision for her career she has ever made.
I question that, of course. This changes things in both divisions in the women's dramatically.
You see, yeah, come on there, Wayne, come on. You know what this business is about, baby. You know what this is about as much as I do. It is cash and championships. And what is she? She's a double champion, Owen. So what's she gonna make? Dollar. So what does she needs those fans like she needs a hole in her head. All she needs is the titles round her waist. That's a beautiful tactic from the Fox.
For me, it's the Midas effect. You know, some of them touch gold and get corrupted. Some of them can touch gold and still stay in touch.
Oh, please.
That's the difference between a true champion and just someone who holds the belt.
You watched a lot of Disney movies as a child, didn't you?
Damn right I did.
What kind of playful universe did you live in? It's about the money, Owen. You know it. You know it in your heart. If you just, you just played ball a little with Goldman instead of fighting him every step of the way, then perhaps you get a few more things you'd like now and again. You know, a few more matches, a few more title opportunities.
I wouldn't let it sit.
Never hurts to grease the wheel, Owen.
I couldn't let it sit on my confidence, letting me fuck her up just to get what I actually want. And anyway, we should have a fatal four-way, falls count anywhere matchup coming up right now.
Oh, it's going to be a great fatal four-way, no doubt about that. After the immortal words of Fox telling the N.E.W. universe to essentially kiss her behind.
Making a big statement indeed.
Shocking words. What does this mean for Foxy Valentine?
It's a very good question.
Very good, well, I'm sure time will tell. But we're going to stick with this one because it's got a classic written all over it. As you said, the immortal Daryl Graves, the former Intercontinental Champion, 5'8", 206 pounds, from the great wrestling county of Battle Creek, Michigan. Daryl Graves, one of the very best in N.E.W. No doubt about that in my mind. One of the best Intercontinental Champions of all time is right up there in the cowboy for me, this young man.
Most definitely, and still yet to have his name drawn out in the ranking reshuffle. I can only wonder where this man's going to end up.
Well, in my opinion, where this man should end up is firmly in the N.E.W. rankings. What he's willing to put his body through, what he's willing to do to his opponents is nothing short of spectacular.
I completely agree. This man could definitely be one hell of a champion. Of course, he held that Intercontinental Champion.
My only criticism of Daryl Graves, Owen, is sometimes he's just that little bit too suicidal. I think, you know, if he was a little bit more ruthless about getting the pin and causing injury or doing something spectacular, then maybe he would have already been an N.E.W. World Heavyweight Champion. You ever think about that?
Well, I think that very differently. He's a very serious guy in that ring, believe me. I don't think he pulls off a high-risk move without assuming that he's 99% going to land it. From the experience in my matches against him, if he doesn't think he's going to do that, he'll pull out one of his many submissions on you and make you hurt that way instead. Well,
Daryl Graves, differing opinions of course, but always welcome here in the N.E.W. Daryl Graves, his first opponent tonight is the Prodigy. You said it, Owen, so I'm quoting you here. Three of the best in this business and the Prodigy. Those are your words. 5'11", 149 pounds from Bangor, Maine. The man's never held a title or had a haircut, but he sure can wrestle.
Well, perhaps finally getting on a streak of some sort. Finally, a lot of seriousness behind his work in the ring.
It's about time. Look at those boots; they're not serious.
I think Shane Douglas may think otherwise about that. I think he was quite a fan of the tassels.
Wow, what the hell does Shane Douglas know? Couldn't draw with crayons, never mind in arenas. Right. The Prodigy also having to face this man. I've said it all along, Owen, he's one of the enforcers of the enforcers.
I say that about all of them. There's only 7 of them left now. Are they all the enforcers of the enforcers?
I think there's only 4 of them left now, isn't there? Oh no, of course the women there as well.
Yeah, there's 5 and the 2 women.
Wow, it's so hard to keep track. Well, there's not 28 anymore, so that is one thing. Charlie Braddock, the former Intercontinental Champion, 5'10", I'm getting shouted out. 310 pounds from Bismarck, North Dakota. Charlie Braddock is a machine, ladies and gentlemen. The icon of the enforcers.
You should have heard me last night, hilariously so, before you got here. I couldn't remember that Brad Morse was the 5th member. I'd listed all the other ones and forgot about the one that was holding the gold. And I heard he was absolutely fuming when he was listening to the replays.
I can't believe you, of all people, the person who despises the enforcers with every fibre of your being, actually forgot one of their names. I thought you whispered them before you went to sleep every night in the hope of their dead.
Well,
no
comment.
That's just something I was watching.
Essentially, once upon a time, yes, but now they're old news. They're going nowhere. They're slowly dropping like flies.
I just got this vision of you there in the night, going Cersei Lannister. Anyway, Charlie Braddock is here and he's ready to fight tonight in this crazy and unusual night at N.E.W. Brawl. The former Intercontinental Champion, Charlie Braddock, I believe the creator of the Enforcers, at least one of the founding members.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think essentially, if you trace it back, he was the component to getting it all started. He talked Casey Judge into joining him, and from there it just grew like a plague.
Or a dominant force in the business, Owen. Let's try not to be as biased as usual about the Enforcers. William Zander, the former hardcore champion of Zander Enterprises, with his very capable wife Emma Zander, who's shown her worth last night against the four-time women's champion Lisa Chase, stands in at 6'5". Does Xander 350. Bismarck, North Dakota, tough individual. 3 of the enforcers, as he calls it. One of the get out of his own and make a name for himself.
They're doing a fight for rice. Emma Xander and Akane Matsuda, the other 2 current members.
What does that even mean? A fight for what? Right for who exactly? Right for them? Right for the company?
I think it's a right for the people. That's yet to be seen fully. Of course, Emma Xander and Akane Matsuda.
So wait a minute, Eric. You're telling me that guy right there, William Xander, went from being let's suck the life out of the company and get everything for ourselves to, oh yes, let's do everything for the people overnight.
Well, maybe he's finally seen the light. I don't know. I've yet to see. The fans are trusting him. I'm yet to see what he's doing. I mean, I am questionable, as I am of our.
I think you've taken too many chair shots, buddy, frankly. I don't trust William Xander as far as I can throw the guy. Darryl Graves with a big elbow on the outside.
Well, I mean, Darryl Graves is
the Braddock.
Same. His attitude hasn't changed, but the fans have embraced him. I still.
Well, you see, I trust Graves because you're right. He hasn't changed. The fans have just changed their opinion of him. You know, Xander's changed completely and just expects us to believe that he's changed, and that's a completely different thing. Xander needs to prove that he's changed, and in my eyes he hasn't done that as of yet. This could all be just a brilliant ploy by William Xander for all we know. The Prodigy on the middle rope, in the middle of the ring with Xander.
Well, you could be right there.
Shot to the face. I'm always right. I'm Max Maddox. Max Relics. Damn it, I forgot my own name.
Wait, I thought you were always right. Prodigy. Oh, just pushed to the floor by Xander there, who steps back in the ring. Xander back on the outside once again, pushing Prodigy to the floor.
Vicious shot.
And now a shot to the face.
Oof.
Just back and forth. All 4 men, really. I mean, Braddock and Darryl Graves going at it on the outside just as much.
Well, yeah, Braddock and Graves still fighting on the outside.
Of course, it's only 1 pinfall. It is false count anywhere.
With Graves on that steel entrance ramp, it could be
oh dear.
Oh, it could be trouble here for Graves. Oh, planning DDT right on the steel. My Lord, what a shot!
Braddock just inflicting more pain. William Xander removing the turnbuckle pad. Of course, this is no disqualifications.
Well, it's a good thing it is, because I think Braddock would have already been disqualified after that DDT when some planning leads to the spine of Darryl Graves, and Graves is in trouble here. On Sunset.
Flip with authority.
Right onto that steel ramp again, ladies and gentlemen.
Xander driving a Prodigy into the exposed turnbuckle post.
And the spine.
The turnbuckle ring, sorry.
Turnbuckle?
The turnbuckle, yes.
We're having one of those nights tonight, I think.
It seems that way.
The corkscrew.
It's the heat down here again. We need a fan.
We really do need a fan. Right. Sat in this sweatbox all night. But Braddock, we're getting shouted again. Braddock
can taste the air.
Graves on the steel. Vicious DDT.
Xander going for a pin. Darryl Graves is a long way away, but he gets back in.
I don't think I've ever heard Goldman use so many swear words in one sentence.
I thought that one would have tickled him. Never mind.
Oh,
Xander taking advantage of a distracted Prodigy who's going for Darryl Graves.
That was a vicious German suplex by Xander.
Braddock's catching his breath on the outside before rolling in.
Well, Braddock needs to catch his breath after some of the manoeuvres he was pulling out on the steel. As I always say, there ain't no nets out there, ladies and gentlemen. No mats, no nothing. It's just steel on bone and skin.
Xander taking a tumble to the outside. Graves back in control of Braddock, going for a pin.
Graves going for a pin on the inside. Oh.
Only one. A lot of fight left in Braddock. There was a surprising result of it. DDT. DDT.
Glorious DDT by Daryl Graves.
Oh, a swinging body slam of some kind from Prodigy there. I just kind of caught that one out of the corner of my eye. It looked phenomenal.
Wheel rope. Elbow misses Zander. Great work, beautifully scouted there by Williams. Zander. Graves on the other rope. Looking to hit big here if Braddock can get to his feet. And he does. Oh wait, no, misses with the elbow. Great ring presence by Braddock.
He was now whipped into that corner. Daryl Graves staying on top of him. Prodigy and Zander had come to the outside. Braddock reversed.
Oh my word. Whisper in the wind. Beautiful by Charlie Braddock.
Absolutely cannonballed into Daryl Graves there.
Oh my Lord Jesus H. Christ, what did the Prodigy just do to Zander on the outside?
He's going for a pin.
Like a inverted Northern Light suplex, whatever it was. It was beautiful. I'm only guessing because I can only see the top, like one half of the men with this ridiculous camera angle we've got right now. Oh, well, insecurity to the spine. Will someone please get a camera over there? How the hell are we supposed to call this matchup?
Oh, Prodigy going for that swinging fist buster onto the steel steps.
My word. What a face buster on the steel. This could be it for the Prodigy. Graves needs to get to him.
Wasn't up, I would say it was, but he's there.
He still hasn't broken this up.
Oh, there we go, kicking through them. Oh!
Finally gets it, flying lariat.
Oh.
Off.
Zander though, quick on the attack.
Zander's finally back up.
What's he looking for? Oh, standing Uranagi slam.
Vicious Uramagi slam right on the outside to that wafer thin mat. William Zander with absolutely no remorse, tearing Graves in two. What a standing Uramagi. How is Graves standing?
We have counted as well. Oh, Rana. Right on top of Charlie Braddock, who is out.
Daryl Graves.
Daryl Graves returning to him.
He is finding the demon within once again, Owen.
Braddock somehow fighting back though.
Braddock not over yet either. By the big man, Zander looks like.
Cradle DDT there. And that's what I mean about Daryl Graves' manoeuvres.
He's just dug down deep and found that go zone that he's gone to time and time again. And Graves is now clearing house amazingly after the amount of punishment that man has took. Only a one Shatopa out of position, but I don't really blame him with the amount of carnage in this. Well, it's not even in the ring.
He's trying to stay well,
the
well
outskirts
away from it.
of the ring.
As you say, rightly so.
Oh
my word! Braddock just deposited on the apron there by William Zander. Who's going for a pin.
Cashing a few checks there, no doubt about it. There's so many pins at the same time. Shatopa doesn't know who to get to first. What's going on?
Is Shatopa refusing to count here? Come on. Daryl Graves could have had a 3 count perhaps there.
Well,
Shatopa
I'm
got
not
his senses a bit quicker.
I'm not quite. I think basically Shatopa was unsure of whether he should be counting out one man, checking on his medical condition, or counting the pin of the other. I really don't know. I think Mike Shatopa was just in two minds of what to do there. Even the best of us make mistakes. What a belly to belly by Charlie Braddock on the Prodigy, should I say. And now it's Braddock's turn to cash a few checks on Daryl Graves.
What's he looking for? Inverted pump.
Oh my word. Once again. Vicious shot to Graves. Zander meanwhile with those kicks to the head of the Prodigy. What a fatal fall here, Owen.
Absolutely incredible. None of these guys, again, this isn't really for anything but ego.
Well,
and all 4 of these guys wanting to show what they can do here.
All 4 of these guys have egos. That's definite. Affirmative.
Charlie Braddock throwing Zander back outside of the ring.
Braddock gonna fly! Oh!
Cannonball over the top rope!
Suicidal maneuver by Charlie Braddock. What a suicide dive with authority, taking out Xander in a big way. Yeah, I thought you were right there, sorry Owen, I thought you were absolutely spot on. I thought Prodigy was going to dive into them, my word. I think meanwhile Daryl Gray is slightly distracted by the man in yellow tights there. Just Braddock on the steel steps. Good call. Oh no!
Breaking it up there.
After a 2.8 at least.
Oh, the Bulldog!
We've had closer but not many. What a Bulldog by the Prodigy. Making his fast norm within this match. What a victory it would be for that young man if he pulled out a 3 tonight. Against 3, as you quite rightly said, Owen, the best in the business. Could he do it?
3 very big names indeed to be put in there against.
And arguably the best one of his career. This is a career-defining night for the Prodigy.
Buster, though. That could end it. Hard to stand up after one of those, however, he's trying desperately to get back to his feet after that clinical knee buster by William Xander. Wait a minute. On the outside, come on William, now. Now. Oh my words. Atomic Jan neck breaker. Cradled neck breaker of some kind, going for the pin.
Chatopa's there with the count. Risking life and limb. It's all there.
Xander gets it.
Daryl Graves and Braddock were too busy balling to notice the count by Chatopa. And William Xander is victorious tonight. What a victory!
What a match that was.
Tremendous fatal 4-way.
Oh, no.
At the Brawl in Birmingham.
Hellacious German suplex there. And then this. Oh, what a neck breaker. But then there's that powerbomb we were on about, and Charlie Braddock did indeed have his head slammed off those steel steps.
Good call, buddy. Good call. Tremendous brutality, tremendous skill, tremendous heart from all 4 competitors. But the fact of the matter remains that William Xander pulled out an impressive victory here, and the role of Xander Enterprises, as you quite rightly say, Erwin, rolls on.
Well, yeah, and up next we have our ranking reshuffle match of the night. O'Grady, of course, unsuccessful in his first outing. Of course, a great opportunity for the guy, nevertheless, still, as he has only won that title once before, but due to that victory, has been placed in the rankings quite highly. He faces another person who has only won it the once, Simon Youngblood.
Yeah, I mean, Simon Youngblood, of course, an incredibly impressive competitor, but as you quite rightly say, has only been at the top of the mountain so many times. But tonight, he faces a stiff new challenge in this ranking reshuffle where essentially anything goes. This could be a career-defining night for both these men, both former N.E.W. champions, both have only ever won the big one, as you say, once before.
O'Grady holding the record for shortest title reign in the N.E.W. rankings of only 2 days.
2 days.
Simon Youngblood did hold it for 30, which isn't a bad run. I gotta say, I've had shorter.
Well, I said about that together.
Yeah, definitely.
I fear for my cranium. Brad Moss.
Wait, what the hell?
Brad Moss is here. The enforcer of the enforcers is here, Owen.
Well, I can only bet this is about his match next week, which has been confirmed. An Iron Man match for the US Championship on Mayhem, our main event next week.
That is huge. That is massive. Brad Moss was a great United States champion and he wants to go there again. Let's hear what he has to say. Richardson.
Hold on a second.
It is the sixth time United States champion. He wants his slice of history.
This is the man who faces once ally, now enemy.
It's the man in his way.
On Monday.
This is the man that's going to stop Richardson making history, Owen.
It couldn't wait till Riot. Everyone's been wanting to see this.
It's going to be a phenomenal matchup between two absolute thoroughbreds. I can't wait to see it. Let's see what Richardson has to say.
Well, it's pretty clear who won that war of words. Will he win the battle and become the 7-time US champion?
I think you're absolutely right. He did win the war of words, Erwin, but you know, Louis Richardson has the experience, has the history, has all those US title runs behind him, and Brad Morse didn't have any answer for that. But experience versus youth.
Well, that is a very good point. Of course, Brad Morse has been in this company for quite some time, probably a lot more than people kind of think. However, you are right, he is younger, a lot younger.
A hell of a lot younger. But he's a thoroughbred, let's be honest. Brad Morse is a pure thoroughbred, and I have complete respect for Louis Richardson, don't get me wrong. One of the best technical wrestlers alive today. Louis Richardson, hands down, is in the top 3, I would say, ladies, on this earth.
it's going back, if you go back through the histories, it's going back to Louis Richardson and Blaze. Every time they had a match for the championship, you had no idea who was going to come out the winner, and it's exactly the same with Louis Richardson and Brad Morse. They are so different, they are so determined, both with absolutely phenomenally devastating manoeuvres. And it's an Iron Man match. Are we going to see a repeat of the GBH Cowboy Roy?
Oh, I don't.
I mean, obviously it's not.
I don't think I could take that. I don't think I could process that kind of epicness again.
Thankfully, it's only 15 minutes this time for our sake, but I still think we may see something quite like that.
O'Grady and Simon Youngblood here tonight. However, in what's, as you say quite rightly, in our ranking reshuffle, it continues tonight in the Brawl in Birmingham. Thank you for joining us live for N.E.W. Once again, a sellout crowd, 4,000 strong in Birmingham tonight. And we welcome O'Grady, the former N.E.W. champion. The big Irishman loves to fight. No doubt about that. 6'2", 90 pounds from County Wicklow Island. The big brawler knows a wrestling holder too. He's not one-dimensional, that's for damn sure. But he'll want to forget his N.E.W. title reign. Really, let's be honest. He worked so hard to get it.
I mean, he won a 30-man Royal Rumble to get that championship,
and he just flitted the opportunity away.
Well, he allowed for a rematch against the former champion Chris Jones, who he was in action against last night. Both times lost after a phenomenal attempt, but Chris Jones has that experience over him by far. Well, we see a change of colours here for Youngblood.
Yeah, Simon Youngblood is traditional green and black, been replaced by a yellow here tonight. The new look from Simon Youngblood. The entrance, however, still the same. Likes to enter through the crowd. The former N.E.W. champion, former United States champion. What a N.E.W. champion he was. Lexington, Kentucky.
Well, I mean, he took it.
He was a fighting champion, when you can't deny that.
Yeah, he won it off me. He held it for 30 days. He was beaten by a veteran in red,
who we have still not seen since his injury.
No, I believe he's still out. I believe he is still injured.
Do you, just out of curiosity, considering you're the man who injured him, Erwin, do you fear the retribution of red?
Oh, hell no. I fear no man who goes by a colour as a name.
Well, this could be a hell of a match between O'Grady and Simon Youngblood. Both these guys can fight. There's no doubt about that. Youngblood with first blood. Excuse the pun there with the planning DDT. And again to the big Irishman O'Grady. N.E.W. spot loser faces Alex Crom. Wow. For the number 9 position in the N.E.W. rankings, Erwin.
And what an opportunity for Crom, of course. He was stuck down in the TV rankings, now the UK rankings. Before this ranking reshuffle began, but people kind of forget he did win the Intercontinental Championship. Yes, he was the second. To
clarify, ladies and gentlemen, the winner will get a spot on the N.E.W. rankings. The loser has to fight again to earn the opportunity. That high-risk manoeuvre from Simon Youngblood misses there, and O'Grady capitalising, throwing the big man against the ropes. Oh, and a big elbow right into the face of Simon Youngblood. That connected in a big way. Youngblood could be in trouble here, Erwin.
O'Grady has slowed things back down to his pace. O'Grady again, that beautiful manoeuvre off the middle rope there did not pay off. And as you say, it has got O'Grady back in this game.
Oh, guillotine off the top rope by Youngblood. Oh, scoop by O'Grady. God, I'm doing it now. Into the ropes. Down the seats. O'Grady in complete control of this match. Simon Youngblood, I think, has been stunned by the aggressiveness of the big Irishman here.
Perhaps, but I wouldn't count Youngblood out just yet.
I think O'Grady's one of those guys again, that sometimes lacks a bit of focus, but when he is, he's deadly. Youngblood over the top rope, that shoulder tackle right to the outside. O'Grady Felt it in the ribs there. You see him cradling his midsection. Youngblood riding the attack. Chitopa starts the liberal count of 10. This is a singles matchup. It's classic rules here in N.E.W, which ain't that stiff to begin with, to be fair. The slowest count out in the business.
I genuinely heard a hilarious rumour backstage, and I'd love for it to be true, that Elias of WWE, his father once spent a night over in Ireland, and the result is O'Grady. The striking facial similarities I cannot deny, which makes that rumour so brilliant. However,
well, that's a lawsuit waiting to happen, no doubt about it. that's over the head by the big Irishman. Who gets in the ring on the, I believe it's
a count of 7, breaks it up.
Count of 7, but it's 7. I thought Chitopa said 9. I'm not sure. Maybe my fans will tell us different. I couldn't hear it due to the crowd. Oh, damn it! That's why you're here. You have younger ears than me. Oh, Irish whip.
Beautiful hip toss there.
Certainly not for your play-by-play. I'm wrenched by O'Grady.
Have you know I'm the #1 N.E.W commentator that shows up on time.
Oh, gut wrench. You're just bitter you don't have to. Anyway, back to the match, onto the pin.
Only a 1. Youngblood has plenty of fight left in him here.
We'll fight later. This will be a good match. It has been a good match. O'Grady
excellent so far, yes.
In control again over Youngblood with that vicious neck wrench shades at the iconic GBH.
And of course, the #8 spot on the line here. These guys can't really afford a loss. Only 2 more positions to
that neckbreaker, that drop kick. Simon Youngblood though, and is fighting back
with force. And I believe, as I said, there's only 2 more matches, 2 more spots to fill after this one, and then we're moving on to the Intercontinental rankings.
Goes for a pin here. Not even a 1. My word, O'Grady is double A tough. The big Irishman likes a fight, and he's got one here now against Simon Youngblood, who is gaining some momentum here. Rake to the eyes. I don't think Chitopa's seen it. He'll probably let it fly anyway. This is N.E.W. Sunset flip. Super kick.
Right to the jaw of O'Grady, and that set him up.
For more high risk. This could be it.
Yes, the moonsault.
Oh, shades of Ray Sullivan. In that elimination chamber, who does it better? We'll let you decide. But it's enough tonight for Simon Youngblood. What a moonsault, what a victory. What a valiant attempt by O'Grady. But it wasn't enough. O'Grady will have to fight again against Alex Crom for an opportunity at N.E.W Gold down the line. But Simon Youngblood has made the rankings here when your old enemy has made the rankings here tonight.
Well, you've got to consider he had that great fall all the way down to the UK rankings not so long ago, so to climb right back up again has got to be a great feeling for the guy. He's quite low in the rankings, but he's in the rankings nonetheless.
I have to ask you, do you have any mixed feelings about you and Simon Youngblood being in the same rankings again?
Well, no, it'll be a hell of a match.
He did beat you for the title.
If I ever have to get in the ring with him again, it'll be a hell of a match, as it was then. Simon Youngblood.
Tremendous victory by this guy tonight, the veteran Youngblood.
As he said, next
match
week,
is on.
O'Grady will have to face Alex Crom.
Well, I can't wait for that.
That's going to be another hell of a match. O'Grady basically having the luck of, in a sense, of having the next few days to recuperate. Absolutely, that's a great point, Owen, that he has had that extra time off, which is only going to help him down the road, and that's just going to be 2 running stags going at it for a chance. Only a chance at an N.E.W World Heavyweight Championship ranking spot. Not a title opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, a spot on the rankings. That's how tough the competition right here, right now in N.E.W. For the 8 that are already, well, for 7 of the 8 that are already locked into those rankings, including myself, I've got to imagine, and at least for me, the biggest worry is the #1 contender, Vega. I mean, how the hell are you going to get past that? Hannibal Jacobs, of course, coming out last night wanting to defend his title wanting to have some matches here at least. Do you think he's going to be the first one that's thrown in with? I mean, he is the number one contender, technically.
Well, yeah, I mean, Vega, could you imagine it? What a match. I mean, it just... And if Vega was to win, how powerful does that make Magnum Opus down the line?
Well, again, he was the first ever N.E.W. champion and held it for 73 days.
If Vega wins the N.E.W. World Heavyweight Championship, the reality is, Owen, Snake becomes the most powerful man in N.E.W. today. That's the bottom line. Very
true. Well, up next, we've got the new team from Xander Enterprises going up against the women who have just lost those tag team titles and want to get back in that race.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, but this is actually, yeah, this is a world first tonight in the Brawl from Birmingham live here in N.E.W. 4,000 strong live are going to witness Emma Xander and Akane Matsuda team together for the very first time against the former N.E.W. Women's Tag Team Champions, the Outlaws. Xander Enterprises accompanied to the ring. Of course, there you see William Xander holding the spotlight as usual. Here we see
earlier on, Carsey's got to be happy about that.
Emma Xander standing in 5'5", 138 pounds from Boston, Massachusetts, along with the relative newcomer to the N.E.W. brought up from the EFW development, Akane Matsuda, the veteran from Japan, the Empress, 5'2", 175 pounds from Kyoto, Japan.
Let's not forget, she's yet to pick up a victory here in the N.E.W.
Well, that's very true. She's found the adjustment to the big leagues a little bit harder than she thought, perhaps. But Akane Matsuda can go, absolutely no doubt about it. Her rivalry with Sakamoto Dixon and Farrier were two of the highlights of EFW's red hot women's division.
Emma Xander, of course, holding out and offering, basically saying, come with us and we'll help you get adjusted here.
Well, yeah, Emma Xander held out her hand, and Akane Matsuda, in my opinion, was wise to take it. There's nothing like a few friends in the locker room when you're starting out, which is one of the many reasons why I think Vega will be the new N.E.W. World Champion, Erwin. I think Hannibal Jacobs' days are numbered.
Well, of course, we've still got 2 weeks to go before Riot 7, in fact. I can't believe there's been 7 of them since we stopped trying to make names for all of our pay-per-views.
I don't know how you do that every month. That's a very, very stressed out writing team right there.
Of course, that approaches on the 17th of June.
Yeah, it should be a great pay-per-view, no doubt about it. The only free pay-per-view in professional wrestling today is Riot Outlaws. Lisa Chase and Psycho Sonia, 5'2", 125 pounds. And Psycho Sonia, 5'3", and 130 pounds, both from Blackpool, England. Chase, a 3-time women's champion, and a former one-half the tag team champions with Sonia, who is also a former women's champion in her own right. These two ladies can go, no doubt about it. They made history, and no one can ever take that away from them, Erwin. The first ever N.E.W. women's tag team champions, the Outlaws. They did it. The hippies from Blackpool, not far away from home, in Birmingham. We're in the Midlands tonight.
Yeah, we'll probably gain the fans more, I would say. Of course, they only held those tag team titles for 8 days before Foxy Valentine's dethroned them.
Well, yes,
3
Boston.
days ago.
I love the fact tonight we've got competitors from as far away as Boston, Kyoto, and Blackpool.
Well, yeah, kind of points out how far around the talent really is, local and
international,
as far away as possible.
Only in N.E.W. you have this kind of variety, ladies and gentlemen, and one of the hottest women's division has now crept into the world of tag team wrestling and is taking it by storm. Akane Matsuda and Lisa Chase, the former 3-time women champion, is in trouble here, but fighting back.
She did not enjoy that chop to the chest.
Did not appreciate it one bit. She's not exactly got a lot of protection across that ample chest as Lisa Chase. Akane Matsuda, half of a vicious shot. In a bit of trouble. Call me a sadistic, sardonic pig all you want, it's true.
Matsuda back in control.
Yeah, Akane taking control, doing what she does with these vicious suplexes. Akane Matsuda, I mean, she's the godmother of strong style back in Japan. Akane Matsuda has been and done it all. IGWP Women's Heavyweight Champion several times, Queen of the Deathmatch. Akane Matsuda has done it all in her native country of Japan. Wants to make herself a name for herself in N.E.W, but she's in trouble here. Lisa Chase has made the tag to her unstable tag team partner, the always unpredictable Psycho Sonya.
Oh, double flapjack there.
Tremendous double flapjack maneuver by the Outlaws. Oh!
Body splash.
And Emma Zander's young protege, Akane Matsuda, is in trouble here in a big way. She needs to make a tag here, Owen.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Emma Zander needs to get in there.
Oh, vicious elbow, right to the head.
Fast. Surprisingly, the crowd seem more behind Akane and Emma than they do with the Outlaws so far.
This has been notable the last couple of weeks. The Outlaws have not been receiving the best reaction. A generally favourable team, shall we say, of the fans for some reason, as of late. Well, the fans just don't seem to be like the Outlaws as much as they used to, Owen.
Well, perhaps they're a fan of this new blood that's been injected into N.E.W.
Well, I suppose new is bright and pretty, I suppose. Sometimes fans are fickle.
That's it. Always reminding themselves what the old school's like.
Yeah, there's still plenty of fight left in Psycho Sonya and Lisa Chase. I don't believe they're done with the women's tag team division one bit. Oh, what a slap to the face. What disrespect to the veteran Akane Matsuda there. Showing no quarter at all.
I've seen this arm trap running neck breaker before.
Oh!
What a move.
Always makes me cringe. Tremendous neck breaker by Psycho Sonya. It's exactly what it says on the tin, Psycho Sonya. Crazy and efficient.
Big trouble here. She's stuck in the wrong corner. The crowd's really not happy about this.
Oh, I think this crowd is behind Akane Matsuda in a big way. They've heard about what this young lady can do, and they want to see her do it.
Going for the pin.
The Outlaws aren't letting that happen. The Outlaws could. Oh,
Zander though, taking out Shitopa.
My word, what a cross-body, Jesus. What a cross-body by Zander by any means necessary there, breaking up the pin. Taking out Mike Shitopa, as you quite rightly say, in the process there. Mike's down again. Blackout down. Lisa Chase.
The mechanic's jacket coming to mind again.
The hardest working official of the business today, Mike Shitopa.
Mike Shitopa's trying to get her out of the ring.
Arguably the toughest as well, Emma Zander. With that planning tornado DDT. Let's give Akane the start she needed. Oh,
Kick.
not that she needs any help.
Yeah, she really needs to make a tag now.
She's been in that ring a long time. This will be her moment.
She has yet to tag out, however.
Hit something big, get the tag. Oh, she might not need it after a T-bone like that. What a suplex by Akane Matsuda.
Working the arm.
Well, yeah, I mean, Akane, of course, that submission specialist, Erwin. If she's working on the arm, there's a reason for it.
Yeah, she's essentially running as if she's got two managers right now. One that can kind of jump in and actually do something.
It's almost been like a singles match so far.
Exactly. I mean, going for the armbar.
Armbar submission.
Armbar.
You knew this was coming. She's been working on that arm all match. Whenever she's had the opportunity, Lisa Chase refusing to tap out. Akane, however, definitely on the roll after the interference by Zander. Oh, wait a minute, there we go.
Going for it again.
Armbar.
She's got it locked in tight.
Set it armbar. Incredibly painful submission maneuver. That's it, it's over. On a roll, Akane Matsuda has just beaten the Outlaws after she took a massive beating. And look at that, Erwin. What does that say? It doesn't say the winner of this match, Akane Matsuda. It says the winner of this match, It's Xander Enterprises.
Well, an emphatic point in Akane Matsuda's career here. Did not even tag out. That, as you say, was essentially a handicap match for her with a little interference from Xander, and she came out victorious.
Not a single, a tremendous match, but not a single tag made by Akane Matsuda, who did all the work herself after taking a beating or two.
Here to try and get her confidence.
Perhaps a tactic, perhaps it was Emma Xander wanting to stay out of trouble and letting her so-called protege do all the work. They've just gone up in the tag team rankings here, Erwin, and Emma Xander stood there and did nothing. Why the hell is William Xander even in the ring? He just literally stood there and did nothing, and he's celebrating like he just won a match.
Well, maybe they've just made a point with Akane on their side. They don't have to do anything all the time.
This is weird. I'm telling you, man. Why are you okay with Xander Enterprises? They made one promo saying, "Yay, we're good guys now. We're doing this for the fans," and the fans are just eating it up. They're just sheep following the crowd. Bear,
well,
bear. That's how. Yeah, you're probably used to sounds like that in Birmingham, aren't you? Bear.
Well, after that little tirade there. We will only have
makes
to
no
wait.
sense.
We will only have to wait and see whether this is true or not. I mean, William Xander and Emma Xander may actually be that happy with the reception they're now receiving that they are trying to be good.
Well, I just don't believe it for 1 second, Erwin.
Well,
I don't think a leopard changes their spots.
Well, I can guarantee you one thing: nothing good is going to come from this main event, but what a match we are about to see regardless.
Oh yes. I don't think this is even sanctioned. I don't think this one's officially on the books. This one's just going to be a fight between Guillermo Diaz and the Icon GBH, and it's no holds barred. It's going to get ugly. Put the women and children to bed. My old friend Jim Ross.
Well, I mean,
not to name drop.
Again, I emphasise what happened to lead up to this match before. Guillermo Diaz getting involved in that match between Cowboy Roy and GBH. Roy's shot at getting another title shot. Guillermo Diaz then coming out and saying, "I did that to get that title shot myself." Now he has that opportunity. If he wins this match, he faces GBH for that Intercontinental title.
You gotta wonder how, as well, is Guillermo Diaz, is he one of those guys who's in that so-called inner circle? You know, this is essentially one shot away from it. This is the shot, you know, a title shot. Essentially, for Guillermo Diaz. I mean, fans of N.E.W. will not. You explained it well. You know, we're talking about it, and from nowhere, really, Guillermo Diaz has got a shot that a lot of wrestlers here in the N.E.W. would kill for and have worked up, well, frankly, much harder for than Guillermo Diaz has.
Well, I can put it in one simple metaphor. GBH knew he needed something to beat Cowboy Roy, and he opened up Pandora's box and out popped Diaz, and now he's paying the price. It's as simple as that. However, I must not detract from GBH. 151 days as champion.
That is iconic. I honestly, genuinely believe that GBH is the greatest Intercontinental champion of all time. I think he has surpassed the legendary run of Cowboy Roy.
Yes, he is currently the longest reigning Intercontinental champion, the 12th champion. This is his first run and he's already amassed 151 days. That's incredible.
He has beaten the Cowboy streak by 10 days, and it shows no signs of slowing down. GBH, the former N.E.W. champion, the former Intercontinental champion, 6'2", 500 pounds of pure attitude, aggression and arrogance. From Belgrade, Serbia, love him or hate him, he splits opinions, no doubt about that. He's also one of the veterans of this company, and this Intercontinental Championship run has revitalised this man's career. Guillermo Diaz looking to put the brakes on that tonight, and a good start for kick to the gut.
For a sunset flip.
Oh, very, very early on by Guillermo Diaz, showing that he's no slouch, not just a manager. He proved that in a submission match for the ages against the Cowboy Roy.
I mean, GBH recently changing his attire, showing off that physique a lot more. I mean, look how much he's been working out. He's huge.
GBH is probably arguably in the best shape of his career right now.
And this is coming from a man 150 odd days ago thinking about retiring.
Yeah,
got that championship, and here we are.
GBH ever since has got that Intercontinental Championship, has seen it as his personal mission to prove all the doubters wrong, and he's done exactly that, but it cannot be denied. He pulled a fast one on his nemesis, Cowboy Roy, with this man, Guillermo Diaz, who at this moment in this no-holds-barred match, which you have to believe favours GBH. Oh, had been dominated until that moment then. What a kick that was, Owen.
And the crowd have come alive, seemingly. They'd rather have Diaz as a champion than GBH.
Well, what does that say? Guillermo Diaz is part of Los Luchadores, who are another split your opinion kind of group here in the N.E.W.
They're the one of them that even though you know you should hate them, you kind of want to love them.
Oh my, what athleticism by Guillermo Diaz. That's why you want to love him, because he can do things like that. That was amazing, Owen. What do you even call that?
This match is leaving the ring, I don't even know.
It's a moonsault flip. Well, that's what it was. Standing.
Almost like a red arrow, but not quite. Oh.
Standing red arrow.
Oh, face first onto that.
Whatever the hell it was phenomenal. GBH.
Making him pay for it now.
Almost taking the head off Diaz with that inverted DDT right on the steel. The humanity. Oh, what the hell?
Gabriel Gonzalez had come down to the ring, walked straight past GBH. GBH grinning as if he was going to go for Diaz. I wonder if he'd been talking backstage.
Who knows? I mean,
Los Luchadores have essentially played him for a fool right here, if that's the case.
Well, we all know Los Luchadores are not beyond lying and cheating and stealing their way to victories, Owen. Oh! A vicious DDT.
Diaz is loving it.
Guillermo Diaz loving every second of this vicious attack. You know what though, it's so high. This is inspired tactics by Los Luchadores.
I mean, that's it. Gabriel Gonzalez perfectly legal, no holds barred. Just
vicious attack
for his manager essentially there.
A hurricane rana to GBH, and he struts out of the arena in Brawl, and Guillermo Diaz back on the attack to the reigning Intercontinental Champion, who is in trouble here.
Left of him here. Could be sending him outside again.
Oh. The pinfalls have to be in the ring. Oh,
yes they do.
What a sunset flip off the ring apron. Spine first on the way for Finn Matt he goes.
Okay, Guillermo Diaz clearly
trying
to prove a point.
Jesus, what a snap suplex.
Trying to do some damage, because if he wins then he does get that title shot. He's got to make sure.
Diaz picking apart
that he
the
does
champion
here.
GBH has never looked better. I don't think that's in any doubt, but how much can any man take? Love or hate GBH, he is a man. Oh, fighting back here, Owen, fighting back.
Oh, word right into that steel barricade.
We may need a medic. That looked like it hurt in a big way.
Well, that
Guillermo
shifted
Diaz.
the momentum very sharply.
Jesus.
Into the corner of GBH once again.
That was brutal.
Half-camel clutch here. Like a neck wrench maneuver.
Vicious submission here by GBH. He's beaten some of the best in the business. Who knew?
Diaz breaks out. GBH still keeping on top of him though, whips him into the corner.
You know what? I like GBH's new trunks as well. They're very cool. Kind of shades of funk in a way.
Yeah, there's something about them that is quite catches your eye.
Oh,
Hurricane Rana.
Well, we're busy accessorising. Guillermo Diaz is picking apart the current Intercontinental Champion.
Going up to the top rope.
High risk, elbow. Connects to the heart. Could be all right here. No. Incredible strength that working out there of GBH. Oh, big elbow.
He missed though, I think GBH just rolling in.
Oh my word, what a flying lariat.
Going for a pin here himself. Again, only a 1. Both of these guys have plenty of fight left.
Yep, this one ain't over by a long way by the looks of it. GBH with that cocky streak a mile long, telling Guillermo Diaz to get back to his feet. The longest reigning Intercontinental Champion of all time is in a fighting mood tonight. Snake Eyes!
Yeah, but don't count Diaz out yet. Sneaky and quick as he always has been.
Yeah, this one ain't over till it's over. Guillermo Diaz will keep fighting until there is literally no breath left. GBH with the pin. This could be it. No! That high impact velocity by GBH out of nowhere. GBH, the veteran, has done it all before. Will take a man apart piece by piece until he cannot go no further. Guillermo Diaz, he manages more than he wrestles, Erwin. We say this every time he does wrestle. I know he's done some amazing things, but the fact remains he is not as active competitor as GBH.
Another submission lock here.
That half camel clutch again, expertly applied by the champion. Diaz, a submission specialist, we know that.
And of course GBH keen to keep that streak
Finally
alive.
counters it enough, but not enough to gain any offense. GBH right back on the attack with that blatant choke. Perfectly legal here in this no holds barred matchup. Goes for the pin again. It's over. Literally choked the life out of Guillermo Diaz, and GBH has beaten the proud member of Los Luchadores, and despite the interference,
what an interference it was
from
I
Guillermo,
thought that was going to be the end of the match after all that.
not enough tonight. GBH run continues, Erwin.
Well, yeah, and you've got a question.
He did it on his own. Who is indeed next? For GBH, the run continues. We all know what we want to see.
It's kind of scary that we've got to the point that most of our champions, we always end with that question: who the hell is going to beat this guy?
Well, there's gonna be plenty of challenges, I can guarantee you that. What a brawl in Birmingham we've had tonight. Thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. We hope you enjoyed it. Good night from me.
And good night.